Hello, thanks for joining me today. I was reading through Hebrews chapter 11. Some call it the Hall of Faith chapter, and I came across a name that I have not done a lot of studying into, and it was Jephthah. And he's one of the judges that is in the book of Judges. And so I looked his name up and was reading his story, and it's kind of an amazing story. He was, Judges chapter 11. It says that he was a mighty man of valor, but one of the challenges there with Jephthah was his upbringing. He grew up in Gilead, so he was called a Gileadite, but he was born from another woman, it says, a harlot. And so as he began to gain probably respect and recognition for being this man of valor, his brothers came to him and basically said, hey, listen, you have no right to be here. You're from another woman, a harlot at that, and we want you to leave. And so Jephthah did. He left. And after leaving, Ammon began to come after this land of Gilead. And they were fighting against his family of half-brothers and, of course, their families as well. And as that battle began to ensue, they came back to him and they asked him if he would please return and help them fight this battle against Ammon. Obviously, his reputation had preceded him while he was there during his time there, and they knew that maybe he could be very good commanding their army and attacking Ammon, or at least defending Gilead there. And Jephthah did that. The discussion goes, well, let me just read a portion of this to you. It said, verse 7, so Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, did you not hate me and expel me from my father's house? Why have you come to me now when you are in distress? And so anyway, the elders in verse 8 says that they told him, that is why we have turned again to you now, that you may go with us and fight against the people of Ammon and be our head over all the inhabitants of Gilead. And so Jephthah, the amazing thing to me in this story isn't so much of how he was treated. That was a fairly common thing. If you weren't of good upbringing, you were often ostracized from your family. The amazing thing to me was probably the greatest part about Jephthah's character was this, that he was humble enough to come back to his family and to fight for them. How many times have we heard stories of people within the church who someone treated them wrong? They said something wrong, or they just were judgmental. Something just rubbed them the wrong way, and they left. They were gone. And no matter what people might do to try and encourage them to come back, they refuse. They're just not willing. They've been too hurt. And I take great hope here in this story from Jephthah that there are people out there that were once part of our fellowship at Camelback that have been gone for a long time, and that will be humble enough to accept an apology and to come back. We just need to reach out to them. There are many we need to reach out to and encourage to come back into the fold. Remember, Jesus left the 99 and went back to find that one that was straying. And that should be part of our ministry. I think one of the things we can do during COVID, it seems like we're getting back to a point where things are going to be starting to lock down here again soon. We can take some time to contact people that we haven't seen for a while. Just talk with them, make sure they're okay. And if they're feeling a little bit distant from the church, try to reconnect them to the church, to us as his people, because they belong to us as one of our people. So I want to encourage you to do that. And if, of course, if someone has done you wrong or has been judgmental or have treated you unfairly, no matter what it has been, have that humble heart. Know that in spite of that, Jesus also was mistreated, yet he gave his life for us. And I think that's the biggest test of our faith and our trust in him, is that when we're reviled as he was reviled, when we're mistreated as he was mistreated, that we are humble. And we still recognize that we want to be part of the family of God. We want to be with our family. And that takes you a lot of humility sometimes to go back. to come back and to just be willing enough to accept an apology, or maybe there is no apology, still to come back and to know that God needs you. He wants you here with his family. So God bless you. I encourage you with those few words here today to be part of that group that reconciles people to others, but also one of the people that if you're mistreated, that you also have that humble heart to come back and to stay connected to God's family. God bless you. Have a terrific day in Christ.